our team Planergy from EDF, Gleeds and Fraser Consultancy, and here we present our ProCost solution to Challenge 5. EDF's cost tools are fragmented, reliant on large amounts of repetitive manual activities, which leads to duplication, errors, poor collaboration across teams, and doesn't get the most from skilled individuals' time. The challenge is the use of data-driven tool and deployment approach, which enables rapid improvements to be given to end users in an agile and scalable manner, working towards a unified overall vision. This is highlighted by the key pain points faced by cost engineers, estimators, and managers. Giving quick wins and benefits will alleviate these pain points. There is a timescale and cost associated with developing a fully formed and unified solution, and this will be slow to set up and adopt. This cultural barrier and pain point needs to be recognized too. We propose ProCost, a modular cost management solution built on Microsoft Power Platform. This will give us rapid deployment into a constrained enterprise environment using role-based access permissions. Modular easy extension as new technological solutions are available and no waiting for complex cloud architectures to get going on the benefits, which are brought at each stage of the deployment. It gives us an easy and up-to-date single source of truth to be recognized and surfaced and visualize transparent critical cost data for decision-making tailorable to different stakeholders, allowing complex project data to be turned into shared actionable insights. The overall architectural vision for ProCost is shown here. A data layer keeps us stated in a structured way, initially perhaps in Excel files and SharePoint folders, but migrating across to a more robust Dataverse solution as this becomes available, eliminating the need for silo spreadsheets, integrating with external tools such as SAP and P6 via automated plugins. An automation layer which integrates and connects the data, for example, automated triggers on adding data and automated pulls of data from external tools. The data is loaded and transformed and business logic rules applied to keep the data layer updated as appropriate. An application layer which provides an avenue for users to visualize and update data, identifying anomalies, correcting mistakes, and feeding this back into the data layer as required. A dashboard layer to present the data and allow visualization of insights to support decision-making tailored to individual user groups. And a security layer using Azure RBAC to permission robustly and securely. Each user persona will have tailored applications and dashboards ensuring relevance and security. This approach gives us modularity within each layer and across the layers, and can be built in an agile, scalable manner to give the benefits of these workflows improvements whilst working towards the wider vision of the project. Our proof of concept shows how one modular ProCost looks. It takes the provided data for the challenge and returns a dashboard that can be visualized and give insight into the data available.
This is our proof of concept for the EDF Energy ProCosting tool. We have designed this first page for the project delivery team to easily visualize the status of their current projects. We have added KPI cards to enable the user to see areas where project controls are about to be breached. You could RAG review these areas, demonstrated with this card here, to enable users to identify where they are about to go over project boundaries. This particular one shows the remaining PO value to enable a job lead to identify an area where a change note is required in advance of that requirement to enable them to get ahead. These KPI cards could be easily scaled to include other variables in the project needs. We have also added these visualizations that allow you to see exactly where the projects are. This top visualization gives you a forecast against the actual goods receipts. So here you can see, for example, that the forecast in 2024 was more than the actual goods receipted. I've also included a visualization for whole project costs, so you can see if you're coming below the estimated total budget. We have added forecasting pages and to help identify where the projects are going to go in the future. This one is the actual cost, so this would give you a projected based on the current costs using machine learning. These visualizations could be easily scaled to add more variables, and also more pages could be added to focus in onto different areas, such as multiple projects, multiple POs, and different project areas. We have also included sliders so that you can focus on the various POs, for example. If you select the PO in here, it adjusts the forecast based on the PO value. This is the second page of our solution that gives you a visualization that demonstrates how much requisition value you have called off against a PO. Where the value is orange, you can see that there is still PO value allowed to be called off against that requisition. We have also added this table below where you can use this to edit the assumptions made on a requisition. For example, you could type in that this value here is now going to be £700 instead of the value that it was before. Going forward, this would update all the visualizations in the rest of the Power BI so that you could see the impact that your changes have made on the project. We would also aim to add a Power Automate in the background that would save the data and post this into an archive file so that this data could be version controlled and change tracked.
Here we show a vision of how ProCost can be successfully delivered and deployed. A more detailed discovery and gap analysis leads through to data standardization activity. Prioritized features can then be developed in a scaled agile manner, which means they can be easily deployed and adopted, giving continuous benefit. In parallel with this, a wider data layer building project can continue, with overall integration and deployment into a more robust and unified solution when this is ready, whilst bringing along people through a change management and training program. In response to the judges' questions, firstly, we chose Power Apps and Power BI because they're already part of EDF's digital ecosystem. This ensures a smooth transition with minimal training and faster adoption. Deployment will be easier. These tools also support long-term maintainability. Updates can be made without heavy development effort, and EDF's internal teams can manage and evolve the solution without external support rapidly. Our solution is tailored to each role through role-based access permissions within Azure. Estimators will be able to use Power Apps to input early cost assumptions into a centralized system, and project managers will access bespoke Power BI dashboards that show us how their schedule changes impact forecasts in real time. Commercial managers would have a different dashboard, allowing them to track budget changes and get automated notifications, e.g. when 80% of a contract value is accrued. Our solution is built on a flexible data model where the relationships between data are clearly defined. The relationships mean that it's easy to incorporate new data sources or metrics from SAP, P6 or other systems without disrupting the existing workflows. Power Apps and Power BI can be quickly updated to reflect these changes, ensuring the system evolves alongside the